Yeah, your bad vibes. Like you said, we're not gonna keep going back and forth. But I got a problem with a few things you said. First of all, I never knew that you was a liar, man, like the way that you is, man. So I'm a little disappointed in you in that. To find out that you a motherfucking bold-faced liar, man. You trying to turn that shit around on me. So since you said that I'm lying about you and Fuquan having a fight, how do I know that you and Fuquan was in the 6th building together in 1991? How would I know that? Bad vibes. You never told me that you and Fook was in 6th building together in 1991. And Fook never told me that. So how would I know that if somebody didn't tell me that you and that nigga Fook had a fight? But of course, Fook wanted to deny the shit and say that you and him never had a fight because y'all cool now. And that was when y'all was kids when y'all had that in 1991. But you and I both know what happened. Niggas ain't gonna lie about that to me and shit you heard. So you can tell these people on YouTube whatever you want. But that is what niggas said. And how would I know that if niggas didn't tell me that? You all Fook never talked to that about me, about y'all being in a 6th building together. You heard? So it got to be some validity to that, because as you confirmed in your last video that you just did, you said out your own mouth that you and Fook was in the 6th building together in 1991 when y'all was allegedly over there running around chasing mixed green, right? What confirms what I said, that y'all was there together in 1991 in the 6th building. So there is some validity to what I'm saying. Now, this is what really fucked me up here, Bad Vibes. When you try to deny that OP, Alpo, and Steve-O didn't jump you. I'm a little fucked up with that one, homie. How could you deny that when I was standing right there when that shit happened? That's how I met you, you heard? From you getting jumped in the law library. That's how I met you. And you really gonna sit here and deny that shit? So tell me this, Bad Vibes. If OP, Alpo, and Steve-O didn't jump you, what's the reason why you cut Steve-O then? What was the reason why you cut Steve-O if that never happened? Yeah, that's what I thought. See, but what you forget, Bad Vibes, I had already did an interview somewhere else about a year and a half to 2 years ago, where somebody asked me on an interview, how do I meet Bad Vibes? How did I ever meet you? And I told that same story 2 years ago that I told you on the internet. That's how I met you. That you was in getting it on the law library, OP, Alpo, and Steve-O jumped you. When we got back to the house, my man Boo Nitty told me that you was his man and that he wanted to go back to the law library and turn up the next day. So I told Boo Nitty, yo, all right, that's your peoples? Then all right, we're going to go turn up. We went to the law library the next day and we turned up. And that's when you cut the nigga Steve-O. I told that story already on somebody else's platform about 2 years ago. How could I tell that story if I was making it up? And you didn't deny it then, but you denying it now. I don't get it, homie. Like, you know, I was right there when it happened. It ain't like I'm repeating what I heard or somebody told me. I was right there when it happened. And that's how I met you. Let me give you a little advice, homie, because I see you get starting up your channel. Don't start your channel out lying and frauding like these other niggas on YouTube, homie, you heard? You're not going to get longevity like that, you heard? Keep it real, you heard? You will go further like that. Because let me tell you something. There's nothing wrong with somebody getting jumped. You got jumped. What's wrong with that? Why would you deny that? It's not the fact that you got jumped, but it's what you did afterwards. What you did afterwards was you saw OP had an opportunity to get busy and didn't get busy, but instead pulled a stunt and cut Steve-O. But that still doesn't change the fact that you got jumped by OP, Alpo, and Steve-O, which is the reason why you cut Steve-O. So I don't see why you denying that shit, homie. You and I both know what happened, you heard? We know what happened, so you can tell these niggas here on YouTube anything. But like I said, it's a video out there where I already did an interview and told that same story about 2 years ago. So you need to stop capping, homie, you heard? And then, Bad Vibe, you said something about you be filling up my cup with information about CK, and then you be filling up CK cup with information about me. Homie, that's some snake shit. How you don't think that that's some snake shit when you playing both sides of the fence? That's some snake shit. And then you talk about you ain't no snake. That's some snake shit. So like I said, if you didn't snake me first by doing that, I would have never released those videos. So you did snake me first. You heard? And then on top of that, not only are you giving this nigga CK information, but you giving him fake information about me. Talk about Gangsta Light did something to me. No, Gangsta Light ain't never did nothing to me. I just blew his fucking head off. He didn't get a chance to do nothing to me. And you wasn't even locked out. You was locked in your cell. So how can you tell CK anything that went on while you was locked in your cell? So not only are you doing snake shit behind my back, talking to CK, but you're also lying. So not only are you a snake, but you also are a liar. You heard? You need to stop capping, Holmes. You heard? You need to stop capping. And then you said something about I'm dishonoring honorable men. What honorable men are you talking about? Kareem Berry, who's a fucking rat? Fuquan, who's a fucking rat and a fucking woman killer? CK, who's a fucking snitch, as you even confirm your own self? So what dishonorable men are I'm dishonoring? Yo, you really surprising me, Bad Vibes. You really disappointing me, you heard? You talk about you disappointed in me. I'm disappointed in you, homie, you heard? Yeah, I'm disappointed in you. You run around here confirming and co-signing fucking rats and women killers, homie. I don't know you to be that type of nigga, you heard? Talk about them niggas honorable. You really starting to surprise me, homie, you heard? I don't know, man. I don't know. Don't let this YouTube shit change you, man, you heard? Like I said, you just starting out with this shit, trying to get your feet back in the door. Don't start off capping like these other niggas that's up here, homie, you heard? Straight jacket. Stop capping. And niggas keep talking about those recordings, but niggas not talking about the contents of those recordings, what's on the recordings, which was exposing CK as being a rat. So niggas not talking nothing about that. So the way I see it is niggas just keep talking about the recordings as a diversion to take away from CK being a fucking rat. And niggas trying to act like they didn't hear the contents of the fucking recordings. And you supposed to be a stand-up nigga, so why they not crediting what you said, Bad Vibe, about CK being a rat? When I've been told niggas that already, long time ago. Niggas have no conversation about that, no content about that, huh? Or they keep talking about the recordings. So I guess that's just a diversion to keep jacking CK when they know he's a fucking rat. But that's what y'all niggas usually do anyway. All y'all blood niggas cover up for motherfucking each other, harbor and co-sign fucking rats and rapos and shit like that. I don't hear nobody addressing that motherfucking content. What's on them tapes? But niggas already been knowing that nigga CK is a fucking snitch. But niggas just won't talk about that shit in public. Everything hush, hush, quiet, quiet behind the scenes. So to be truthful with you, Bad Vibe, you should have been came out with that shit anyway. To be honest with you. You supposed to have been put that nigga on the spot. And now that the rest of these niggas know about that shit, they should have put the nigga on the spot too. But everything hush, hush, quiet, quiet about everything else or the other content that's going on. But nobody's covering the content of those motherfucking tapes. But you exposed. And which I've been telling niggas about. That CK is a rat. Yo, this YouTube shit is crazy. So I guess niggas just gonna continue to harbor and protect motherfucking CK. Knowing that he's a fucking rat. But that's what all these blood niggas do anyway. Especially these niggas that's on YouTube. These fake gangster niggas that's on YouTube. Fake ex-big homies and all that shit. That's what they do anyway, harbor and promote and co-sign fucking rats. So I guess they just gonna continue to do that. This YouTube shit is crazy.